Hey, what is up you guys? My name is Jake, or Jaybird, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Now today is going to be a art style type of video. As you guys can see, I just finished this painting. I think it's pretty nice. But today's video, I am going to be showing you guys what equipment I use and how I will set it up pretty much. So I'll take you guys down to my workstation and yeah. Alright guys, so this is how I usually set up my my brushes, and so let's take you through them real quick. So I have two 2-inch brushes, I have two 1-inch brushes, I have one half-size round brush, I have one number 8 fan brush, I have one number 4 fan brush, a number 6 filbert brush, and this custom liner by a man named Kevin Hill. So as you guys can see, these brushes are, well, some of them are Bob Ross quality brushes. This is the 2-inch background blender brush. Obviously, this has definitely been used, as you guys can see. And here is the number 1 blender brush. This is another Bob Ross brush, obviously. This one is brand new, that's why it looks a lot better than its friend. Ooh, this one's been through some rough times. A lot of bad paintings with that brush. Next is the half-size round brush, another Bob Ross brush. This one has also been used and worn out. Next is the number 8 fan brush, as you guys can see. This is the Big Daddy as compared to my hand. It's a big guy. It's a big guy. This is for the big old evergreens and clouds and whatnot. Then here is its little brother, the number 4 fan brush. This is for the little baby trees and the little baby clouds and whatnot. These my 2 fan brushes. Next is the Simply Simmons number 6 filbert brush. I use this one a lot. Next up is this extremely long liner brush. This is made by a man named Kevin Hill. He makes absolutely amazing paintings, and I love his liner brushes. They're super long and springy, and they just work for extreme detail. So you guys might be wondering, Jake, where do I get these brushes if I want to start painting? Well, all the Bob Ross stuff you can buy on either Amazon or on the Bob Ross website. Some Michaels stores carry them, and some Hobby Lobby stores carry them. My Hobby Lobby store actually just discontinued all their Bob Ross lines for whatever reason. I guess it just wasn't selling enough, which I think I was the only one going in there and buying stuff. But you can check all your art stores in town, and if none of them are selling them, then go and online and buy them offline. The 2 fan brushes and the filbert brush I bought at Michaels. They're really cheap. I think the fan brushes are like $2 to $4, and this filbert brush I remember was like $3.99, so super cheap. They're actually really good quality brushes. Make sure they're the oil ones if you are oil painting. Make sure they are the springy fan brushes. This Kevin Hill liner brush I bought offline from kevinhill.com. All the places where I bought these things will be in the description down below. Yeah, and my medium of choice is the Bob Ross liquid white oil paint. This is a base coat before starting your painting. You guys can see Bob there. Yeah, this is what I use to complete all of my paintings. So now here are my oil paints. I use a variety of different kinds. Sometimes I will use Bob Ross oil paints. They are recommended for the technique, but if you're like me, then I usually go with a Winsor & Newton Winton oil color. This is Phthalo Blue. I usually, when I'm on a budget, I go with these, but when I'm feeling a little, when I really want to spoil myself, that's when I get the Bob Ross ones. And when I'm really on a budget, this is when I go the Artist Loft cheap oil paints. They still work for the technique, and you know, I wouldn't use them all the time because they aren't recommended. But you know, if you're on a budget like me and you don't have a lot of money, just pick some of these up. There's a lot in here, and these will last you a while. Now, if you guys are wondering what main oil paints that I use for pretty much every single painting, I use titanium white, phthalo blue, Prussian blue, lamp black, burnt sienna, Van Dyke brown, alizarin crimson, sap green, cadmium yellow, yellow ochre, and cadmium red deep hue. These are my palette knives. This is a number 3, I think, palette knife from Michaels, and then this is a Bob Ross number 10 palette knife. That I just didn't want to forget those. So this is my cleaning bucket. This has a screen in the bottom of it that I rub my brushes against, and it knocks off all the paint and all the pigment, settles it to the bottom, and keeps my paint thinner relatively clean, where I can use it multiple times. You could just pick up this combo on the Bob Ross website, or if you're using smaller brushes, you can pick up one of these, which has a screen in the bottom of it as well. This one is what I used to use for my 2-inch brushes, and it didn't really work, and so I had to pick one of these big bad boys up. So for my solvent, I use odorless paint thinner or mineral spirits. This is great stuff. I love this. I did have it in the 128 fluid ounce can or tub or whatever you want to call that, bottle, but I ran out of that. This lasted me maybe like 4 months, 5 months, maybe even longer than that, because I reuse a lot of paint thinner. But then this lasted me maybe 2 weeks, something like that. Now over here is my beading bucket. After cleaning this off and shaking off all the excess paint thinner, I go over here and I beat my brushes, and it contains all this. I made this maybe last November, maybe last October, and it has been used quite a bit. Well guys, that was my entire setup of how I create paintings like this. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Let me know if you guys are interested in painting, or if you guys are interested in more painting videos. Maybe I'll make a whole painting on video or something like that. So let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios. Goodbye.